Hey guys, this is car number 5. Today I want to do a video and show you guys the top 10 players at each position, and this is going to include the legends. So we're going to start out with the starting pitchers. Coming in at number 1 is going to be Tom Seaver and Clayton Kershaw. Those are the only two 99 overalls. Keep in mind there are going to be other flashback pitchers in the game, and I don't necessarily think these are the best pitchers. These are just the highest rated. And there's also multiple different flashback pitchers that we don't have on here, and there's flashback legend pitchers. So anyways, number 3 is Nolan Ryan. Comes in at 96 overall. I'm just going to show you some of their attributes real quick if you want. I'm not going to go through them all. Kershaw's pretty similar to last year. You got Max Scherzer, number 4. Jake Arrieta, number 5. One key change with Arrieta is he no longer has a changeup. He does have a sinker that moves a lot. I faced him. He is pretty tough to hit. I think he's actually better than last year. He just doesn't have that changeup. Zach Greinke, see his pitches. Instead of a cutter, they gave him a two-seamer this year. Gaylord Perry, I actually tried him out. Wasn't a huge fan, but he is, I think, number 7. Juan Marichal is number 8, and he has a really funky delivery, so don't let those per-nines fool you. I think he can be pretty deceptive. Number 9 is David Price. I think we all know what David Price has. Same pitches as last year. And number 10, Chris Sale. He hasn't changed much from last year either. So moving on to relievers. Betances comes in. The key change for Betances, he no longer has a slurve. It is a knuckle curve. Per-nines are about the same. So we'll have to see how that plays, especially online. Andrew Miller has about the same, or he does have the same pitches. Koji has the same pitches. Benoit is actually number 4. Darren O'Day, Ryan Matson, Hunter Strickland. I think he's going to be an underrated reliever in the game. He throws really hard. He's kind of similar to Betances. He had a slurve last year, but now he just has a curveball. Tony Watson, I think one of the most useful pitchers in the game as well. He does not have a four-seamer anymore, only a sinker. Herrera can throw some gas, and then Carter Capps has a really deceptive delivery. I still think Carter Capps is going to be really effective in the game, although he's not a gold. Alright, we're going to go to closers now. Eckersley comes in as the best closer. In my opinion, he's not the best closer, but he's the highest rated. Not too hard to hit. Wade Davis comes in at number 2. Makes sense. Same stuff as last year. Kimbrel, pretty much same pitches as last year. Wagner, a new legend pitcher they added to the game, and I have used him. His delivery isn't too deceptive, but he is a lefty, and he has great per-nines, and he can throw up to 99, 98 miles an hour with a deadly slider. Kenley Jansen has a cutter slider, four-seam, same as last year. Raleigh Fingers, I pretty much compare him to another Eckersley, although his mustache is really cool. Not that it has anything to do with anything. But yeah, he throws a sinker, four-seam slider, pretty similar to Eckersley. Chapman, of course, who can just throw gas. Melanson, cutter knuckle curve. Robertson, same as last year. And then Zach Britton comes in at number 10. Alright, we're going to go to catchers. Johnny Bench comes in at number 1. Pretty much same attributes as last year. Yogi comes in at number 2. Buster Posey comes in at number 3. Actually has pretty solid fielding and blocking this year. Really good hitting. Not too much power, but still really good hitting. Gary Carter comes in at number 4. He's going to be a good platoon guy, especially for your Diamond Dynasty fans. A good platoon guy to use against lefties. Solid fielding and blocking. Brian McCann. Carlton Fisk, he's okay against lefties, not too good against righties. Kind of just middle of the road, but since there's not many catchers, out there, he is still in the top 10. Matt Wieters, switch hitter. Russell Martin, Yadier Molina, of course, with the defense, best defensive catcher in the game, especially looking at fielding and arm strength. Has decent contact, but other than that, really doesn't have power. Jonathan Lucroy coming in at number 10. That's going to do it for the catchers. First base. Goldie's actually going to be the number 1 ranked catcher. Alright, then we move on to Bagwell. A little bit different attributes from last year. I know he was maxed out versus lefties. He's not quite maxed out. And I think he's a little better against righties too. Not a very good fielder, nor does he have any speed. Miguel Cabrera comes in at number 3. Take a look at his attributes. His hitting went down a little bit, so did his fielding. Votto, I think, will be one of the better first basemen. Good fielding, good hitting, and he bats left-handed. That's always an advantage. Orlando Cepeda, really good hitting across the board. Bats from the right side, not great fielding, but still he's definitely going to be a powerhouse. Edgar Martinez, same as last year. We got Will Clark. Anthony Rizzo has interesting splits as usual. Hits for a high average against lefties, but has more power against righties. And Harmon Killebrew is going to round out the list here. Just pretty much raw power for Killebrew. And I guess we'll go ahead and, since you guys saw it, we'll add Willie Stargell in there. I think he's going to be one of the most underrated first basemen. Bats from the left side, has 96 power versus righties. Give you guys a little extra treat there. Going on to second base, number 1 overall is coming in as Jackie Robinson. If you look at his attributes, it doesn't really blow you away, but he is a nice utility player. Can play first, third, second, and left field. Doesn't really have a weakness. Good reaction, above average fielding. Arm strength isn't the greatest. Does have good speed though, and great contact. And don't sleep on his power either, especially against lefties. That's pretty solid power. Joe Morgan hits righties really well. Does not hit lefties all that great. He's a little bit better fielder than Jackie Robinson though. Keep in mind, a lot of these second basemen, you look at their attributes, it might not blow you away, but just keep in mind they weigh attributes differently based on position. And second base is by far the easiest to get a high rating. So we look at somebody like Ryan Sandberg. Just does not blow you away with his attributes at all. I mean, it's very, very mediocre hitting. Fielding is solid, but how much do you really value fielding at second? D. Gordon, one thing I disagree here with his stealing. He got caught almost a third of the time last year, which is not good. Over a third of the time, I believe. Cano, his defense is overrated again. Sorry, I know I'm going to make people mad. It just that's one thing that gets to me. But nonetheless, Cano is a really good hitter against right-handed pitching. Kipnis. And the one problem I have with Kipnis is his fielding isn't high enough. Pedroia. Brian Dozier, a nice platoon guy against lefties, has a good pop. And Ian Kinsler. Ian Kinsler's kind of changed his approach a little bit. He's more of a contact guy. He used to be just kind of a swing and miss. Good fielder, though. Good contact hitter. Moving to third base, we have Mike Schmidt, 99 overall. Pretty solid. His attributes changed a little bit. Really good fielding. Josh Donaldson, of course, the cover boy. Solid across the board. Comes in at 96 overall. George Brett, take a look at him. Machado. Nothing too crazy about Machado. He does hit righties better than lefties. Arenado finally is going to start the year as a diamond. Solid hitting across the board. He's going to hit lefties better, and his fielding, just his fielding is going to be really good. His reaction, not too great. His arm strength is 75, so above average. Eddie Matthews, another new legend in the game. Pretty much pure power, and he only hits righties, and he bats from the left-hand side. So interesting. We'll have to see how he's using Didi. Brooks Robinson, all defense, same as last year. Adrian Beltre, I really look forward to that throwback Adrian Beltre card. It's going to be a 99 overall, but there's his live version. Then we have Matt Carpenter, pretty good power and contact against righties. Doesn't hit lefties all that great. And Evan Longoria, of course, one of the most consistent third basemen in the league. Going to shortstop, we have Cal Ripken. That 99 durability, though, check that out. Hitting is really good. Barry Larkin, more of a contact guy, solid across the board, good fielding, good speed. Tulo hits lefties really well and has 99 arm strength. Robin Yount actually comes in at number 4 among all shortstops. Ozzie, number 5, pretty much all defense and speed, plate vision as well. Ernie Banks, pretty much power. Got good fielding too, though. Carlos Correa, really good hitting across the board, and I would say, above average fielding. Brandon Crawford, I think one of the most underrated players in the game today. Has enough pop against righties, pretty solid, and his fielding is really good too. Francisco Lindor, switch hitter, good contact, again above average fielding. And Xander Bogaerts hits lefties really, really well. Hits righties well too. That's going to round it out for the top 10 for shortstops. Moving to left field, we have Ted Williams. Same as last year, pretty much. Fielding isn't awful, but it's still, that's his one downside. Luis Gonzalez, a really good hitter against right-handed pitching. Not very good fielding, though. He's actually a new legend in the game, so look out for him. Ralph Kiner returns. I don't think his card is as good as last year, but this is his base. Again, keep in mind, we're probably going to see different Ralph Kiners, but he has really good power, not good fielding. Cliff Floyd, I already know there's throwback legends of Cliff Floyd, but this is the one we're starting out on the default rosters. Good hitter across the board. Again, not great fielding. Justin Upton, technically the best alive MLB player. Hits lefties really well and has above average fielding, good arm. Michael Brantley, contact hitter. Joe Carter, got some pop. Ryan Braun hits lefties really well. Marte's got speed. Really should be a center fielder at this point. Good fielding, good contact. And Matt Holliday, Good hitter, awful fielding, no speed at all. Going to center field, Mike Trout comes in at number 1, of course. Andrew McCutchen comes in at number 2. Steve Finley actually comes in at number 3 ahead of Edmonds. But you guys can, I'll let you judge who you think will be better. Steve Finley has a little bit more consistent attributes against left-handed hitting, and he has a little bit more speed. But if you take a look at Edmonds, I think he's going to be one of my most favorite center fielders used in the game. 97 power against right-handed pitching, 95 fielding, 86 arm strength, 82 reaction. Does have 64 speed, but I think that's good enough. Gomez, solid defender. Kenny Lofton's got that speed and contact. Cespedes has the arm and power. Kane, of course, solid player, solid contact, solid fielder. We have AJ Pollock, who had a great year last year. Finally stepped it up for the Diamondbacks. And Adam Jones, been one of the most consistent center fielders in the game, rounds this list out at number 10. And finishing for right field, we're going to have Al Kaline actually be number 1. I would still take Bryce Harper over him, but look at his attributes. Solid across the board, good fielding, hits lefties a little better. Bryce Harper, a beast at the plate. Has a good arm. Fielding isn't anything special though, but his hitting is amazing. Tony Gwynn, the best contact plate vision hitter in the game. Take a look at that fielding though. 93 fielding, 92 arm strength. That's going to be ridiculous, and he has 86 speed. So this is a very good card. Andre Dawson. There's going to be multiple Andre Dawsons in the game. Dave Winfield, that arm strength, 99, best in the game. Solid hitter. Stanton, pure power. We all know about him. Reggie Jackson, pretty much all power, and he's got 92 clutch. He's an above average fielder. Cargo, hits righties really well. Solid defensively. Cruz, pretty much all power. He's really a DH, but they got him listed as right field. And Jose Bautista comes in to finish up this list. And that's going to do it for the video, guys. This is the top 10 players per position, including legends. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure you guys check out my channel. It's Card Number 5. You can search for it, but this is Card Number 5. Signing out. Peace. Alright, sometimes you'll miss, sometimes you won't. But what you want to do is, especially starting off an account, you want to be safe about it. You want to maybe aim for like right here, because if I'm off a little bit, it could still be in the strike zone over here. You don't want to aim at the corners exactly. You want to aim it more like in this vicinity. So let's see how he does. I just tap the button here, and this is a fastball. He's got good control. Look at that. Missed it by a little bit, but hey, it's classic pitching, so you really don't have to execute any interface. Just aim the pitch and select the button. We'll try up and in. Just tap the button.